The UK has unveiled a list of sanctions against 49 people and organisations it says are behind some of the most serious human rights abuses in recent years. The Foreign Secretary said the measures will include asset freezes and travel bans on people from Saudi Arabia, Russia, North Korea and Myanmar. It's the first list of sanctions issued by the UK government since the country left the European Union. Previously, it was bound to follow EU-wide directives. Dominic Raab said targeted individuals will include those linked to high-profile deaths such as that of Saudi journalist Jamal Khashoggi and Russian lawyer Sergei Magnitsky.
This government and this House sends a very clear message on behalf of the British people that those with blood on their hands, the thugs of despots, the henchmen of dictators, will not be free to waltz into this country to buy up property on the King's Road, to do their Christmas shopping in Knightsbridge, or frankly to siphon dirty money through British banks or other financial institutions.
Our journalist Victoria Smith is standing by in London with the very latest. Victoria, good to see you. Who's, first of all, on the sanctions list, and what action has the UK government promised to take?
Well, this is the first time, Ollie, that the UK can act independently. Normally, it has to go along with sanctions with other organisations, such as the European Union or the United Nations. But from the 1st of January next year, the UK can go it alone. And the list that it's come up with is quite a long one, 49 people on it, including 25 people connected with the death of the Russian lawyer Sergei Magnitsky in 2009. He was the whistleblower who accused the Russian government of fraud. He was subsequently jailed and allegedly beaten and tortured while in jail, subsequently dying. Also on the list, 20 Saudi nationals implicated in the murder of the journalist Jamal Khashoggi in 2019 in Saudi Arabia. And 2 generals from Myanmar as well. They are accused of violence against the Rohingya ethnic minority. They were subject to systematic violence, reports say. And also on the list, 2 organisations involved in forced labour, torture and murder in the North Korean gulags, the prisons for political prisoners there. So the kind of action that could be taken against them, that will be taken against them, includes freezing their assets and banning them from travel to the UK. Russia has responded. It says the embassy has said this evening it reserves the right to respond to any sanctions announced against them.
And yet, Victoria, China has not been included on the list, considering that there is now considerable tensions between London and Beijing over Hong Kong. Is there any indication that China could be included on future lists?
Well, that's a good point. Obviously, tensions are rising here in the UK between China, mainly over those draconian security laws introduced by China in Hong Kong, rather forcing the government here to offer a path to citizenship for up to some 3 million citizens of Hong Kong. China has not responded well to that. They've accused the UK of severe interference. And also there's this tension rising over Huawei, this government turnaround here, having once welcomed Huawei as part of the new 5G network. They're now looking for a way out of that agreement over the coming years. But interestingly, Ollie, no Chinese nationals on the list yet, although the Foreign Office says it could extend its list in future to include both individuals and governments that they believe are guilty of corruption.